50 wildest embarrassing things people admit, according to Reddit. Number 50. I have a small penis. Oh boy. Thank God I don't have enough subs for people to cut something like that out. I wouldn't want something like that soundbite coming back to haunt me. As we travel up the list, we arrive at number 49. When I was like 13, I grabbed lotion out of my mom's bathroom to jerk off with, and it was some weird fake tan shit that turned my dick a weird tint of orange for like a whole month. That was really stupid. These are great. These are great. Wow. Let's see if they manage to retain this quality as we continue up the list. Wow, Gomi is hosting my stream on Twitch. It's a good time to remind anybody who may be watching this on YouTube that you are missing the nightly streams that take place on Twitch every night. YouTube is no longer a thing, and you can catch me here live. Bing bong. Join the Discord if you're confused about the time difference. All the links are in the description. Number 48. I farted in yoga today. I owned it. There's no owning yoga farts, you disgusting human. You should have left. Someone says there's a German saying which loosely translates to a cowardly ass will never produce a happy fart. A cowardly ass. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up there. Let's go ahead. Copy cowardly ass. I seem to have a link that says Elsa cake. Let's click that. All right. We are in full Kyle stream mode, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. All right. It's only gonna get worse from here. Oh boy. Number 47. I sometimes confuse right and left. In my brain, organically, the way to say left and right is left and right, with left coming first and right coming second. Otherwise, it just doesn't look right to me. Rhea says, I look like that Elsa cake. Get a good look, fellas. You want some of that? It's okay. She's got a big rack because she's got kids. Not the cake, Rhea, you know? So if you can just think about how it's going to be dark, you know, in the bedroom, then you're good to go. You won't be feeling her face, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I need to stop. As we continue, we arrive at number 46. I want my girlfriend and one of her friends to fuck my face and ass simultaneously with strap-ons. I just feel like I'd be judged in public for saying that. Well. Hello, Vanessa. It's wonderful to see you. Lovely to see you join Linda, Prelude, Rhea, Hannah, and all the other regulars. Hey, look, it's Amy. Good evening. Hope everybody in the stream chat's having a wonderful night. We're going to proceed up the list of 50 wildest embarrassing things people admit. You know, I was looking for a pretty, I want to say, let's call it a sense-making thumbnail. But I loved this picture of this dog with the eyebrows. It's funny. Look at it. Come on. Number 45. Oh, man. While I was visiting my girlfriend's family home one summer during college, I had to use the bathroom. I had been there a couple of... Well, damn, Vanessa. You know that these Twitch follows really get my motor revving. Brum, 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 brum. What an idiot. I had been there a couple of days and had to go el numero dos. You just want to slap people who write shit like this. So I went. It was huge and clogged the toilet horribly. Now, this was no ordinary bathroom. It's a makeshift bathroom in the basement. There is a bump on my scrotum, which means that I've been bit down there by what's probably fucking mosquito, son of a bitch. Give me 1 second. What? Jesus. Thank you, Amy, for the follow. I am like trying to leave a... I don't know what to call it. A PlayStation group or something? Because they're sending me constant notifications, which is just AIDS. Okay, so they went to the bathroom, they clogged it up. This wasn't a normal bathroom. Oh my god. It's half finished and half unfinished. So panicking, I look around, find a plunger, and there isn't one. So I found a sort of barbecue knife thing. I tried to stab and cut the poop up. It didn't work. It smelled so horrible that you could smell it up to the kitchen. Freaking out at this point, nothing will get this poo to go down the toilet. I asked my girlfriend what to do. She was dying laughing at me, and then she told me to go home. About a 3-hour drive. So I got my stuff, headed home, and never ever spoke about it again. Her dad apparently had to try and fix it over the course of 3 days. I never ever will go poop at that house ever again. Well, what a story. I mean, that's the poop story out of the way, you know? So, here's hoping... Here's hoping that won't be an issue again. Forgive me as I am just locating the idiot that added me to this. It's another Fortnite player. It's my own fault for somehow adding all of these. I swear to God, if I could push one button and unadd everybody that I added on PlayStation, I would do it. But life isn't as simple as I want it to be. God, why is this paper bag beneath me? Son of a bitch. So as we continue up this list, we arrive at number 44. A week ago, I realized that it's Men's Warehouse and not Menswear. Wait. Somebody, the difference in the spelling is W-E-A-R, house, and not Men's Warehouse, as in W-A-R-E. Who gives a shit? In the grander scheme, this isn't relevant. So, you know, pat on the back, my man. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Oh, boy. Colcom says mosquitoes want them Kyle Nutta. They better not, you know, go, you know. Imagine if mosquitoes worked like, they would suck something up and then go deposit it somewhere else. And a mosquito got a girl pregnant. I wonder if there's a chance for something like that to happen. If a girl got stung in the ovaries by a mosquito right after it sucked the semen out of the balls of a dude, and she slapped it like, oh, you bitch mosquito, and for some reason it sent the sperm into the ovaries. Oh my god, it's a creepypasta waiting to happen. Number 43. I dated this girl for like 1.5 years in high school. Are you kidding me? I think I've been added to another fucking group. I dated this girl for 1.5 years in high school, having dated someone before her. I was not a virgin, but she was, and at the beginning of our relationship, we didn't do anything more than grope and make out until one night I went over there to watch some basketball with her. Motherfucker. To watch some basketball. With her parents and their neighbors who were having a little party. I get there, and after about an hour of her hinting, she tells me to go to her room with her. We start making out, and she undoes my pants and goes down on me. Oh my god. After a couple of minutes, she stops abruptly, and then she just suddenly vomits all over my dick. I guess she had eaten Italian earlier that evening, because there was red sauce and noodles all over my groin. She flipped out, ran to get a towel while I just sat there in disbelief. I stood up and politely went home to scrub pasta sauce out of my pubes for the next 3 days. Bon appetit. I don't know. What's the good Italian phrase I should have said? You know, somebody touch my. Oh my god. I stood up and politely went home to scrub pasta sauce out of my pubes for the next 3 days. Surprisingly, that wasn't what made us break up. Sometimes you guys have to wonder if you want things to go wrong during a blowjob, because that way she'll be like, I'm so sorry. I'll make it up. I'll make it up. And I'll be like, I don't know, man. I think it'd take a lot to make up for something like this, man. I don't know, like 50 blowjobs, man. I don't know. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. Oh my god. No, that's a spicy. Yeah. Manny, well done. That's the spicy meatballs. No, that's a spicy meatballs. That's awful. That's so awful. Number 42. I have imaginary interviews in the tub with talk show hosts about my life and how I became famous. I like to change it up. Okay. Somebody says, I've been talking to a radio show in my head for years. Ah, the perpetual talk show. I've had it going in my head since adolescence. No thanks. Number 41. Until I was 25, I thought all apples tasted like Red Delicious, which I guess is a brand of apples. I tried a Red Delicious as a kid, hated it, and assumed that that's what all apples tasted like. I was pleasantly surprised when my wife introduced me to Honeycrisp apples. Apples. Sorry. Number 40. I never knew the spleen was a real organ. The name sounded so silly to me that I thought it was a joke. When did I find out it was an organ? In med school. The spleen, y'all. The spleen. I wish there were a way that you guys could be super interactive in the middle of this, you know? Not that there was a crazy way for you to do that on YouTube other than liking, but what can people do here? People who are themselves Twitch alumni. Let me know what the hell can be done on Twitch, because that's where we're streaming right now. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you weren't in the stream, then you should be ashamed of yourself. I believed in you. I believed in you. I'm kidding. You could like that video when it goes up, and I'll be happy with you. I love you. You're so wonderful. Wow. Just come to Twitch. Just download it. God, it's not gonna bite you. You're so scared. You're so scared of the Twitch app. Just download it. Damn. You can make a new name. I wouldn't even know who you are. You hear that, people who are banned? You hear that, people who are banned in the YouTube? This is your second chance. Come to the Twitch. Make a new name. Try not to be weird, you know? You're probably going to fail. You're probably going to fail. Okay, look. Number 39. The other day, I not only vomited on my lover's dick. This is the second vomit on a ball story. I simultaneously... The other day, I not only vomited on my lover's dick, I simultaneously pissed and shat on the floor. You must be pregnant. You must be pregnant. Someone says, you know there are people that would pay for such exceptional service. Excuse me? Ew. Someone needs to ask, how far along is she? You better be pregnant. Oh my God, it could be a man too. It could be a man. And he could have been in like a compromising position. And when his gag reflexes went, his butthole opened up too. And it all just let loose. It all just let loose. Sorry, number 38. I can't believe I'm reliving this, but I got kicked out and banned from our sports club in our suburb for giving my partner a blowjob at the table whilst shit-faced drunk on Black Sambuca in front of lots of people. I thought I was being discreet, but clearly I wasn't. Sounds like a great experience for the guy, though. Number 37. I rehearse before having important conversations. Doesn't everybody? Happy cake day, loser. You fucking bitch. Give a shit about your cake day. Here's an upvote even though you don't deserve it. As we go up to number 36, I like to pick my nose. Don't we all? Can't we all say that we like to pick our nose? Okay. Number 35. I have smacked my face on our glass door and the side I'm sorry. I have smacked my face on our glass doors and the side of windows of vehicles so many times that my husband thinks I need a helmet. Here's how it happens. Sometimes something will catch my attention. My dog's barking, hearing cat food bowl get knocked over, my husband pointing at something as we drive by, and I'll overly excitedly go to press my face against the glass to see. I do it every time. My husband also likes to find candles for me to smell in the store because I somehow smash my nose into the wax or nearly bust my lip on the rim of the glass while I am holding the candle. Man, I'd love to capture a girl this fucking weird and stupid. Just outrageously excited. Like a dog. Someone says, I think you need a helmet. Okay. Number 34. During rec baseball, when I was 7 or 8, I had to pee really bad. I even told my coach, but he said I was up to bat. I should have struck out, but I got on base and couldn't hold it any longer and pissed my pants on second base. Boy. Number 33. When I was 13, I wrote a pretty detailed Naruto fanfiction. Here we go. That wouldn't be so embarrassing except for the fact that the details included me and a character who was 26 playing strip poker among other things. Here's where I really fucked myself over. I then decided to print the story out so I could read it later and make edits. However, I decided to bring it to the bathroom to read while I took a bath and left it in there when I was done. My dad found it, read it, and let's just say he was not happy with this writing content his 13-year-old daughter decided to pick. He was not righty. I guess he was a lefty. Huh? Yeah, I said that. Number 32. When I was a little kid, I used to go to ladies' washrooms in my school. They were much cleaner than the gents, and I hate peeing outside the stalls, so I figured why not. But one day, I saw the toilet water being filled with blood. And since then, I stopped using the ladies' room. The bloodening. Wonder what any comments to this are. Someone responds, as a female, I rarely see stuff like that in public bathrooms. However, sometimes girls don't wrap up their items properly to throw it in the trash. At my work, the trash can is open and right directly next to the toilet. And not only can you see it, but it fucking stinks too. Ew. Women. Ew. But we're gonna have to continue. Number 31. I only had one testicle. Cool. The right one. Can you imagine if it was the wrong one? High five, dads. And often we use the term, I'd give my left testicle for that. It has now become an inside joke between my wife and I. Aw, how cute. I really don't like that I was stung by a mosquito right on the balls. This sucks. This really sucks. Number 30. God. I always used to volunteer to help out the first day of registration at my middle school. All my friends gave me crap for being a teacher's pet / suck up. The real reason I did it was if you volunteered, you got to pick your locker rather than having one randomly assigned. And I had a gigantic crush on my English teacher, so both 7th and 8th grade years of middle school, I wound up with the locker directly across from his classroom so that I could see him every day. I found the most ridiculous excuses possible to have to go to my locker. I may have also sent him the world's cringiest anonymous Valentine my 8th grade year. I'm pretty sure he knew it was me, but I didn't care. I was completely smitten. It was like the episode of The Simpsons where Lisa gets a crush on Mr. Bergstrom, except it wasn't charming in any way. It was awkward and terrible and a wee bit stalkerish. Not having the chance to apologize to him for being such a fucking weirdo is my biggest regret in life. Unfortunately, he died unexpectedly just after I started high school. Good. Not that he died. Not that he died, guys. Not that he died. Good that, you know, nothing manifested, because there are many creeps. Oh boy. There are a lot of creeps that are teachers right now that are fucking the hell out of these kids who are just, for no reason, utterly smitten with their teachers. Oof. What the fuck? I remember we used to have people in the stream that used to tell us about how they got it on with their teacher. They got it on. Oh, gross. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 29. I had the nickname Blue for a while. It was short for Blue Light, special because I got lost in Kmart when on a Boy Scout trip. I was like 11. I've been trying to make this reading from an angle thing work, and it's clear that it's like destroying me. So I'm going to have to readjust how I'm sitting. Forgive me while I do so. It will be worth it. Oh, my bing bong. Okay. Alright. Thank you, and let us continue. As we roll up the list of 50 wildest embarrassing things that people are willing to admit, here we are at number 28. Wow. When I think sexual thoughts, I sneeze. It has gotten to the point where if I ever sneeze, my girlfriend just gives me a stare and says no. Oh my God. That's awful. What a tell. I would hate to broadcast when I'm like aroused. But how would other people know that unless you tell them, you know? Someone asks, "Aw, does she ever say yes?" He says, "The closest I gotten was a fine." Huh. Sounds like a great girlfriend. Yeah, you've definitely picked a great one. Who's just already, you know, you're not even married yet, and she is annoyed at the concept of intimacy with you. That's how you pick them. You know what I'm talking about? My name's VIP Boss 1233. And just in case you guys think I wasn't important, I put VIP and Boss in my username. Yeah, you're jealous. As we travel up to 27, I once sat on a red pastel crayon in middle school. I was wearing white bands, so no. People called me Period Boy all year. Period Boy. That's so pure. It's like so simple. I mean, it's fucking classic. It's so great. Period Boy. You're done. That's it. You know? Oh shit, Linda just stripped the guy of his VIP boss status. He's just 1233. Oh my God on that ass. Oh my God on that ass. It's okay. It's okay. Here we go. Number 26. We're halfway through this list. Almost. About a year or so ago, I was standing in line at the grocery store, waiting to pay for my small grouping of items. The man in front of me was in his late 80s or early 90s. He has finished his transaction and is trying to get his wallet out of his pants to pay. Now, this guy's clothes are about 2 sizes too big for him, so everybody is kind of hanging off of him because of his advanced age and loose clothing. Reaching into his back pocket to retrieve said wallet is proving to be extremely difficult. He seems to lack the strength, dexterity, coordination to maintain both his reach and grab the wallet from the very deep and loose back pocket of his old man pants. I'm sorry. This goes on for, without exaggeration, like 5 solid minutes. No. No, it didn't. Someone would help this old man get his wallet from his back pocket. Picture a grocery store with lots of people trying to get dinner. Ooh, boy, I'm sorry. Try to picture a grocery store with lots of people trying to get dinner and whatnot, and everyone is basically on hold while this guy tries and tries to get his wallet out to no avail. Now here comes the horror. The old man Big Pants, without a word to me, points his rear end at me and just looks into my eyes. I realize that he wants me to get his wallet out for him. The realization hits me and I am frozen. There are like 10 people in line behind me, all watching this happen, and who want to get home in time for Jeopardy. I start to do nothing, but then realize the dude is genuinely looking for help. Oh boy. So I reach into his back pocket to try to retrieve the wallet as quickly as possible. This is when I realize what the problem was. The dude has Costanza wallet times 10. It's huge and heavy. I am trying to get a grip on the thing and I cannot get it past the loose fabric of the freaking wallet. He's got Costanza wallet? Okay, look. Jesus Christ. Okay, I cannot get it past the loose fabric of the deep pocket and more folds of what I realize is his old man floppy ass flesh. I swear I tried for like 30 seconds to get the thing and couldn't. At this point, I turn around and see the horror on some people's faces because to the untrained eye, I am a dude sticking my hand down a poor old man's pants in a grocery store in broad daylight. It's at this point that I give up and tell the guy, "Sir, it's all good. Your stuff is on me," and cram my card into the machine and pay for his stuff, like $12. No big deal. He thanks me, shuffles out of the store while I pay for my stuff and slide off to my new life as a molester of the elderly. Wow, dude. I wish I could upload this alone as a story entitled Molester of the Elderly. But how do you think that would go down on YouTube when there's no humor? There's no humor. Oh boy. I'll try to save this and read it later as Old Man Pants. Oh my bingin' and bongin'. Old my bing and bong. I'm sorry. The boy 75 says, "Hey Kyle, I forgot that you're streaming on here. I hope you're having a great night and you're projected. We're all saved." What the fuck that mean? Oh, he says projects. He must have read or seen my story from this morning, because I did fall asleep in my love seat and kicked loose the surge protector. At which point Hannah woke up and was like, "I'm buying him a new surge protector." And I bet she put on a cape and stood in her mirror because she fights crime as far as Hannah's concerned. Woo! Oh my God. As we continue, number 25. Wow, we're halfway through. During the early horny stages of my life, I realized... What have you done?
I'm not a VIP or boss. Not everyone can be Kyle or 1234. Anyway, hope everyone had a good day. Sup, Kyle?
I like the way that she reads Kyle, because it's almost like she jerks her neck to the left and right. "What's up, Kyle?" And I'm like, wow. It's like they say, it's like in Scott Pilgrim versus the World when the first evil X is all like, "Pilgrim." Oh my God. I'm gonna watch Scott Pilgrim again. Oh yeah, we should watch Scott Pilgrim as a fucking family. Sorry. Wow. Fucking wow. You're ADD, bro. Number 25. Thank you for the 420 donation, and don't think I didn't realize it was 420.
Smoke weed every day.
Okay. Number 25. During the early horny stages of my life, I realized I had a foot fetish. If that wasn't embarrassing enough to admit, how I figured that one out still makes me cringe to this day. I was at a friend's house. My friend's dad always had a habit of wearing his flip-flops whenever he came home from work. He left suddenly, and I noticed that he had left his flip-flops by the door. While my friends were distracted with the video games, I got the idea of grabbing my friend's dad's flip-flops, went to another room, placed the left flip-flop on my crotch, while I smelled the right flip-flop. The result was an intense orgasm that almost made me cry. Oh my God. What? Followed by lots of shame of what I've done afterwards. I am still close with said friend and see his dad once in a while. To this day, whenever I see his dad in flip-flops, I cringe with shame and embarrassment over something that happened 15 plus years ago. Despite being in a serious relationships, I still count this movement as one of the top 3 of the most intense orgasms I've had in my life. Well, that's 3 embarrassing things I've just admitted. My word. My word. Hannah seems to be sharing stories. What kind of year-long story is Hannah sharing out here? There was a rumor in senior... Okay, let me actually block out the rest of this. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Give me a second. Guys. Join me if you will. For Hannah Theater. There was a rumor senior year that my best friend was fucking the religion teacher. She was not. We would eat lunch in his classroom, and I couldn't have been fucking him because... Wait. We would eat lunch in his classroom, and I couldn't have been fucking him because they thought I was pregnant by some guy I never met. I was not. They just like to start rumors. It was an all-girls high school. It was actually a very good experience overall. Just a few rumors and one person pantsed me and then got expelled. Monkey smiley face. She punched a girl in the face and was expelled for that. I just kept her from getting back in because that little beauf pulled my pants down. Probably meant bitch here. She was a freshman. I was a senior at the time. I nearly hit her, but I didn't want to get kicked out for that. Wow. Talk about being the bigger and smarter person. Bing bong. She thought it would be funny because I was always so nice and quiet. I am not so nice and quiet when I am mad. She was much more embarrassed than I was after that incident. You don't need to read it, Kyle. This concludes Hannah Theater. Alright, let's go back to the list. Number 24. I enjoy me so much that it's pretty bad. I painted my embarrassing childhood moment. The class, I've highlighted part of your script to perform in your pairs. Steve and Jen get married. Wait. Don't cry. It's okay. We'll find you a new partner. Oh. She cried? That's so sad. That's so cute. Oh wait, the fire's still on. It's gotta sound weird in the background. What the fuck? We should get rain. Let's see here. We're a thunderstorm rain. Yeah. Wait, no, there was a website for rain. Damn. Damn, turn that thunder down. Damn. Damn. Damn, baby. Damn. Damn. And welcome. Chocolate rain. Some stay dry and others feel the pain. Number 23. I'm not sure if I'm over my ex. It has been 4 years, and she's already married someone else. Oh, you poor thing. Someone else responds, write out everything you feel and want to say about her or your relationship. Don't give her what you've written, but be completely honest with yourself. Do this multiple times over days or weeks, if that's what you think you need to do. You'll feel better and be further along to being over her. Because if you're unsure, you aren't over her. That doesn't mean you'll stop loving her or anything, but doing this really helped me not want to be with my ex anymore. Wow. It's the final countdown. Number 22. After I bungee jumped 4 years ago, damn it, I didn't mean to click Rhea. Fuck. Now I gotta get the fuck, damn it. Get out of there. Give me. Son of a bitch. I feel like it's like we're outside. The rain is like really, really crazy. In my ears anyway, what the hell? Alright, listen. Listen. After I bungee jumped wait a minute. Yeah, after I bungee jumped 4 years ago, I am terrified of high bridges, towers, and even mountains. Everything went fine, but I can't shake off the feeling, and I am scared that I will suddenly jump from them. That's kind of cute. I think it's like a fear of opening the door while you're driving really fast. You know? I feel like a lot of people are sending me Snapchats. Clothing optional. Uh-oh. Somebody says, the call of the void. Interesting. The fuck is this? Man, you guys are lucky that I love you so much. So here we go. Standing at the top of the Eiffel Tower on a beautiful Sunday in Paris, my first thought was, I could jump. Not what a fucking stunning view of a culturally rich metropolis, or I wonder what the city of light looks like at nighttime, but I could jump off this tower in just one leap. And I wondered why. A quick search on Google showed me that I wasn't alone. There were numerous paranoid Reddit threads, Tumblr posts, and definitions from Collins to Urban Dictionary, and demanded explaining for their seemingly suicidal urges. Let's make this bigger for those who may want to follow along. Digging a little deeper, driven mostly by morbid curiosity, but also a slight doubt of my own sanity, I found that the temptation we feel when we're standing on the edge of a cliff to take a few steps towards or forwards and fall into oblivion is so common that the French actually have a name for it. L'appel du vide? When translated into English, it means the call of the void. And unlike most foreign idioms, this one makes sense even when translated literally. Some more research yielded scholarly articles, which gave the French phrase a proper English translation termed high place phenomenon, or HPP. A study conducted in 2012 at Florida State University on 431 undergraduate students investigated the volunteers' experience with HPP, depressive and anxiety symptoms, suicidal ideation, and behavioral history. The original explanation for the phenomenon was suicidal ideation, but when high numbers of participants reported feeling associated with what is now known as HPP, even those with no history of suicidal thoughts, the idea of HPP was born. The study reported experiences of HPP with those who have suicidal thoughts and those who don't, suggesting that this was a concept separate from suicide ideation and perhaps something most people experience in their lifetime. Ria in the stream chat says, I thought everybody thought of this. It's a passing thought for most people, but it's not just a constant like, you could jump right now, you could jump right now when you're in a high place. You know, it's not typical. However, the phrase high place phenomenon is misleading. The same concept can be applied to the impulse you get when driving and you feel like you suddenly need to swerve into a crash or tree, or abruptly jerk the steering wheel to the left on a bridge. This is pretty much exactly what I made an analogy likening it to, except I said that you could open the car and fall out of it. You know what I mean? Which is a little bit scarier because you're sending like a torpedo at something. Like this is a real life video game of Just Cause. I'm sure that you're familiar with the scenario in a tube station. When you see a train approaching the platform, you're near the tunnel, it's exiting, and you feel your knees stiffen as the impulse to jump in front of the train flashes through your mind. These examples still adhere to the concept of HPP, as the apparent suicidal intention is still present, but in different forms of self-destruction. They're just thoughts. They're just thoughts. And I think that's what we need to take away from this, man. They're just thoughts, okay? They're just thoughts. Wow. Everyone's saying hello to Faith, but Faith is saying, did the alert go off on Discord? And that's a good question. Because if it didn't, then it fucked up. It didn't, did it? What makes it go off sometimes and not others? That kind of sucks. You had one job, live bot. You had one job. I feel like there's something that I need to link it to, you know? Like I haven't done something properly. Where is stream alerts? Please don't tell me that bitch Stripes deleted stream alerts. Because that was where I was using to... No, it's right there. Love you, Stripes. Ha, sorry. Now, NL config. I mean, I don't know what I need to do. Because it should have made the post. Well, I apologize. This sucks. I'll do more to notify people of the streams in the event that they don't get notified. I'm sorry. But let's keep traveling up the list. Number 21, I have a terrible fear of mixing up bathrooms. Before going in one, I'll check several times that it is the male bathroom. Or I'll check that it is M with the triangle pointing down, etc. Sometimes I'd even walk out of another after a couple of steps to recheck the door. And yet sometimes I mix them up. You may be OCD, my man. You may be OCD. Somebody says, check the urinal. That's my move. He may be OCD, though. Hi, are you watching this on YouTube? And this rain is just pissing you off? You show up in the Twitch and tell me with your mouth hole. Which is to say your tippity type finger times. Just what's going on. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Wait a minute now. Whoa. I can't believe I have to be the one to physically type into the damn, I feel like I'd be bothering everybody, but I guess if anybody's joined the Discord, they know what to expect out of me. And that's me advertising the stream so that people don't miss it. Number 20. I have a scar on my penis from jerking off. What? It got a little rug type of burn? And being a teenager, I couldn't wait till it healed to jerk off again. So it took a long time to heal, and now I have a scar. I told my girlfriend that it was from a zipper accident from my youth. My girlfriend and I became a long-term thing. Why did it stop? I'm so scared. Oh my god. YouTube, be my cleansing delight. Let's see here. We're going to go back to some sort of... Ooh, the Avengers.
Hi, I'm Michael. This is Lessons from the Screenplay.
Wait a minute. Is this new? No, it's from January. Screenplay lessons. God damn it. I'm subscribed to this? Motherfucker. Alright, Thunder. No, I don't want thunderstorm. I just want rain. Noise. $10 hours. That works. Buy it on iTunes. Wait a minute. Rhea says I stopped hiding a couple of minutes ago for sushi. Y'all people are always talking about something crazy. I can never keep up with the stream chat. Well, look, my girlfriend and I became long-term, and I didn't want to keep her from the truth. Finally, I told her, and she made fun of me. Get that shit the fuck out of here. It's starting to make me crazy. Motherfucker. I told her the truth. Finally, told her, and she made fun of me. But now we've been married for almost 9 years. But now we've been married for almost 9 years now. But now, we've now been married for 9 years now. Thank you now. Come on now. That's what every time I say come on now, you know what I think about? Hold on, let me get it. I'm not gonna play that. It's so stupid. I should play it again. I'm gonna play it. Give me a second. Oh my god. Okay, give me a second. VLC. Okay. Give me a second there. That's fine. Check it out. Hey guys, it's Okay, look, the reason I was laughing is because of how ridiculous this is that I was doing. Wait, didn't I do like an edited version of this? What if I go to videos? Right. It's probably not where my edited anything goes, is it? These are all danger clicks here too. Large icons. Stuffed toy. Surely this must be it. Okay. Okay, stop yourself. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to go ahead and resize this. Give me 1 second. And I'll play it. I must have played this for you guys before. Did I upload this? Hey guys, it's... I feel like I've... Okay. Because I've showed you this before, I think. Oh no. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Hey guys. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Hey guys, it's me. Okay. Hey guys, it's me, your favorite party Cloverina. I'm hanging out with Pachimum. Overwatch. Say hello, Overwatch. Come on, say hello. I don't want to do this. Man, fuck your whole ass, bitch. Okay. I don't recall when the opportunity for me sharing that would ever have been. But apparently it happened, and it's something that I'm going to include in another series of terrible videos that I'll be unleashing upon the poor unsuspecting YouTube subscribers, because the sadness of it is that they don't even have the streams anymore because they don't get that they need to come here on Twitch to be a part of this. Strange. I showed you that after a list, Vanessa, on a stream or in Discord. That's important. But look, let's go ahead and destroy the rest of this list. You know what time it is. Number 19. If I have even one drink before going to sleep, I'm going to wet the bed. I'm a 25-year-old woman with the bladder of a 3-year-old, apparently. Someone says, I'm the same way. I've been trying to figure out why I can't get drunk and sleep with a guy and not end up... Oh, my God. Oh, number 18. When I was little, my dad told me that as I get older, most of my freckles would move down my face and to my shoulders. As proof, he showed me that he had tons of freckles on his shoulders and collarbone area, and very few on his face. I believed him, and have even told a handful of people this. I didn't realize it was bullshit till last year when I was telling a classmate and she looked at me like I was stupid, and my voice slowly trailed off as I was realizing how stupid it was. For 20 years, I believed freckles can move down your face to another part of your body. For 20 years. I'm so close to just getting up and using that Navage right now. Number 17. I used to crank one out almost every day in my fraternity house in one of the bathrooms. I thought I was being sneaky until my senior roast. Oh my God. That's funny. Number 16. I got so drunk at a festival that I blacked out completely for 12 hours. I don't even remember starting to drink when I woke up. I thought someone had taken a shit in my tent while I was asleep. However, I soon discovered that it was in fact me that had shit myself. The plot thickens. Number 15. I couldn't flush poo at my mate's parents' place. We just can't get away from this. Years and years ago, I had no brush or poop knife to help me out. Eventually, I flushed enough that it flooded the bowl to nearly overflowing levels, but it was still stuck. I heard my friend ask if I was okay through the door, and I just said, yep. The whole thing was fucked for like 20 minutes, and I had to get out of there, but I couldn't leave my poo particled water to stagnate there. I did the only thing that I could do. I stuck my hand in the bowl and punched that poo into a flock of feces. It was single-handedly the shittiest thing that ever happened to me, but I got the problem fixed, I guess, so that was good. When my hand stunk like shit, yep, my hand stunk like shit. Some say it still does to this day. You know... You know, Michael Davis asks if we decided on a voice for the puppet. And no, we didn't, and I don't know what to do with that puppet's voice. Could I give it a voice like this? Hello, everybody, this is Puppet Voice. Otherwise, I could just talk like normal, which would be fine. Oh my God. What do I do? What do I do with that puppet? I have such big dreams for that puppet. Number 14. I had a tendency to get super obsessive over my crushes growing up. Totally lovesick, I will straight up marry you right now, obsessive. I went the whole 9 yards, extravagant love letters, I love yous, you're perfects, angsty writing in my journal, weird photos, music video montages, daydreaming. Yeah, all the cringy, creepy stuff. I was a lonely kid with a lot of feelings and an emotionally abusive home life. I didn't stop until one girl legitimately thought of me as her stalker in a quasi-endearing way. That's when it hit me, or it hit home for me, that my idea of love was wrong. And you have to get to know someone to have a relationship with them. Is that right? Oh my. Remember when Star Wars was cool, guys? Fuck me. Anyway, number 13. I drew a quick sketch for those that asked. Excuse me. The rushed style of it. I wanted to finish it before my wife got home from work. I think this is all an edit because fuck this piece of shit. When I was really young, I used to scale the walls of our bathroom and shit into the toilet. Motherfucker. It'd be one thing if it was just poop entries. But what am I reading? What is this? What is this? Who's benefiting from listening to this? Who's benefiting from listening to phrases like this? When I was really young, I used to scale the walls of our bathroom and shit into the toilet. I would take my socks off and let my clammy feet stick to the cold tiles. He's a spider shitter. I would climb up as high as I could go and crap. It hit the water every time. Hell of an aim. I told a bunch of old coworkers about it once. Had to explain to a group of 5 to 6 people as they looked at me like I had 3 heads. I even drew a diagram of my toilet maneuvers. I'm sure it's still around here somewhere. And the picture that he drew looks like this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Number 12. Okay? We're getting out of here. We're getting out of here. Number 12. What? I audibly shit myself in a bed. Why? Oh my god. I audibly shit myself in a boardroom meeting once. There were about 7 or 8 other people in the room, and it happened while my boss was speaking. He stopped talking, and there were some gasps. I didn't know what to do other than profusely apologize and go home. Next day, I apologized to my boss and told him I'd been ill. I still work at the same company, and it hurts every day. This was 2 years ago. That's one way to get everybody at work to stop talking to you. What the hell? There are 11 entries left on this list. What I would like is for none of them to be poop entries anymore. Please and thank you. No more. No more. Gallifrey Falls. No more. Okay? That's around when I stopped watching Doctor Who, so it's still okay for me. Woo, if you kept watching, it's probably bad, huh? Anyway, number 11. Sometimes I put pressure on myself to do a good job at sex, and then I can't get a boner. Aww. Somebody said, welcome to the club. From Squirrel Fucker. Oh, boy. Reddit. Somebody says, yup, this sucks to be in this club. It's so hard to explain. No, it's not you, it's me. I'm psyching myself out. There's nothing hard about this club. Ugh. Number 10. My first pornographic experience. I grew up in the country and was biking home and found an old nudie magazine that looked like it was there for at least a week. Rained on, driven on, and most likely already came on, but my 13-year-old self bent over, picked it up, and jerked off to it right there and then on the side of the street without even getting off my bike twice. This guy said, what was the reload time? He was 13, so like 2 minutes maybe. I think I can do way better than 2 minutes right now. Come on. I remember when I used to peruse certain websites, you know, before I could even close the window. Sometimes I was like, dang, you know, maybe a little bit of, maybe I'm okay, fucking number 9. I didn't know alpacas were animals until I was 27. I thought alpaca meant made from llama hair, much like the wool is made from sheep hair. Moving on. Number 8. Oh boy, what a doozy. When I was in middle school, I was at a birthday party for a friend of mine who lived in a couple of blocks down the street. That's not what that says, sorry. Who lived a couple blocks down the street from me. In the middle of the party, I suddenly got to the biggest urge to shit. My crush was at the party, and the only bathroom was right next to the living room where everyone was, so I knew I couldn't blow up the bathroom there. I told my friend that I had to run home because my mom needed help with something. I tried calling her or my dad to come pick me up, but neither answered, so I had to walk. I wanted to run, but was afraid if I did, it would let loose. So I determinedly walked home. I got around 3 houses away from my house, and it became too much, and I shat my pants. When I got home, no one was there, and I realized I didn't have my key, so I was locked out. I waddled around to my sister's window as it was always unlocked. What a hoe. Pried it open and very carefully maneuvered my shit-covered self into the room. Unfortunately, her bed was under the window, and on my way down, I smeared shit all over one of her pillows. Did you just flip it around? I went into the bathroom, cleaned, changed my pants, threw out the shit-covered pillow, then headed back to the party. No one questioned me, and no one will ever find out what happened. Some sister is reading this going,
I knew it! That's where my pillow went, you dirtbag. Oh my God. Leaving my window. That's where my boys come in to squeak it up at night. Squeak it in, squeak it out. Squeak it in.
And squeak it in, squeak it out. You know what it's all about. Okay. Wow. Can you believe it? We're already at number 7 on the list of 50 wildest embarrassing things people admit. If you're watching this on YouTube, you know where you need to be. Twitch. Okay, that's where I stream this every day. Same time. Where the hell are you? You see this dog with these eyebrows? What the fuck? Okay. Wow. There can't be any more poop entries as we knock out the remaining 7 on this list. I accidentally emailed you up to my entire 900 plus person office at 11 a.m. on a Tuesday. Oh my God. Somebody said this is hilarious. Whatever. Number 6. When I was young, I didn't know the difference between getting laid and getting laid off. I had no idea these things were completely different. I would use them almost interchangeably, so when my dad lost his job 1 year later, the next day at school, I went around explaining to all my classmates, yeah, things aren't going well at my house. My dad got laid yesterday. Huh. Michael Davis says, why are you emailing you up? Some bullshit. Who knows? Come on. You don't know how people do their old man life, okay? Number 5. I was standing in line at Walmart and this guy's dentures in front of me fell. Aw, thank you for Bruma. That's so sweet. For the Bruma. you supposed to be? Anyway, back to the list, balls. I was standing in line at a Walmart, and the guy's dentures in front of me fell out onto the ground. I didn't realize what. He dropped, so I... Why you do that? Why you put a full stop right there? I didn't realize what he dropped, so I bent down to get them and saw it was a full set of teeth. A full set of teeth. I then realized not to touch them since he has to put them in his mouth. Oh no, it's like, you know, if you touch someone's teeth, then the mommy doesn't want them anymore. After standing back up, I felt like it was rude and he might think I didn't touch them because they're gross. I changed my mind, bent back down to grab them, but as my hand was like 3 inches away, I thought to myself that he definitely doesn't want me to touch them, so I stood back up. The entire time this guy was standing there watching me bend down and stand up several times. The final time I stood up, he locked eyes. He gave me a weird look, then snatched them aggressively and walked away. I still have no idea if I should have grabbed them or not. It was just embarrassing having him watch me be indecisive about his teeth. He should have pricked up the president's teeth. Come on, that's the president. See what I did there? See what I did there, stream? Yeah, like that. Do you see what I did there? Oh my god. I think you made the correct decision to not touch them. I don't think you'd ever shake the feeling of touching someone else's dentures. Hilarious story, though. My nose is super stuffed and I need to get through this list, so I need to power through the remaining 4. Number 4. The first time I ever spoke in public was a debate competition when I was 13 years old. I pissed myself in front of teachers, peers, opponents, other schools, judges, and any other descriptor for a person in a 200-person audience. I was embarrassed but decided that nothing more embarrassing would likely happen if I spoke in public again, and now I have a fear of public speaking. It's kind of like that one bitch who was on the stage, and then she goes, she throws up, and then she goes, I just threw up on national television and it feels great, or some bullshit like that, some cringy shit like that. Oh boy, if only those stupid ass little kids knew that they were being used as props. But they're not old enough to understand that, or maybe they do, and they're just all about that attention. They all about the attention, baby. It's not the situation, man. It's the anxiety that made her throw up. She was so hesitant. Oh my god, look at those people. You know what I'm talking about? Number 3, okay. Oh my god. I used to live in Alaska, and the highways are pretty desolate. I drank a cup of coffee from my thermos, and the urge to just get through this, my man. How can there be no shortage of poo? Poo everywhere. I used to live in Alaska, and the highways are pretty desolate. I drank a cup of coffee from my thermos, and the urge to poo hit me hard and fast. I held it for about 2 minutes, thinking the urge would pass. It did not. So I pulled over on the shoulder, got out of my car, and listened for oncoming vehicles. Nothing. I proceeded to pull my pants down, squat by the side of the road. I was spray shitting for about 5 minutes and just stared off into the distance, enjoying the view, when all of a sudden a goddamn silent ass Prius pulled up to see if I needed help and saw me pushing a turd. A little boy pointed at me and screamed. Somebody said, you're in that little boy's nightmares now. You're in that little boy. He's like a shitty Babadook. Babadookie. What the fuck? How did he set him up for that? How did he set him up for something so magical? If it's in a turd or if it's in a poopy, you can't get rid of the Babadookie. Oh my god. Oh boy. There are only 2 remaining. Thank God we're done with the shit entries. Back in middle school, I slipped and fell in a watery spaghetti. Hello, upgrade muffin. I ought to upgrade that muffin with a nice slap that'll make that muffin jiggle. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know about muffins. I'm more of a cupcake man. 2 cupcakes, please. Frosted up. Frosted up. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about.
Bazinga!
Back in middle school, I slipped and fell in a watery spaghetti and puke puddle. Fucker before me apparently couldn't puke into the toilet for some reason when I was hurriedly sprinting into a bathroom stall because I was yo-yoing a massive shit. The slip caused me to land on my ass hard enough that I shat myself. I want to punch something. I am not here to read poop entries. We should just change the name of the stream. Yo, can you? I upload it to YouTube, and the video is actually it's like 50 wildest embarrassing people that. Nope, it's actually just poop stories. Gotcha. Poop stories. Gotcha. Never-ending poop stories, one after another. Just when you think they done, splash. There's another poop story. You know what this story needed? A little bit more of? It needed a little bit. Maybe a little bit of that poop. All over ya. It's everywhere. How can you deal with it all over the place?
Damn!
Didn't I have like a flush one? The slip caused me to land on my ass hard enough that I shat myself. So I had to waddle down to the nurse's office drenched in puke and caked in my own shit and explain to her what the fuck just happened. A wild ride from start to finish, 10 out of 10. How smart of me to check the comment section. But what happened, she said, with a shake of her head and a cry of disgust at the smell, for he stood in a soup of expulsions and poop. As he weepingly whispered, I fell. The Ballad of Dick Cheese McDougal's. His name is not Dick Cheese McDougal's. Oh my God. What you mean his name is Dick Cheese McDougal's? Listen up, okay? A special thanks to my sponsors. You guys make this happen. Without you, I just want to kill myself, Especially since YouTube is out here accusing me of shit that ain't fucking valid. It ain't true. Because they know that the robots will make a claim that they won't have a human sit down to do. And let's face it, there aren't enough humans working at freaking YouTube. Because there's too many YouTube channels that they would have to sift through. And even if the big channels are getting struck for shit that they didn't really do and aren't guilty of, and then not getting their strikes appealed, then what hope do I have on my tiny little Bing Boy channel? It's because of you that this show goes on. So thank you, my sponsors. But you're only half of the magic. The other half, of course, is the patrons. Wait a minute.
Oh my God, shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere. Damn it, there's shit on the windows. Oh my God, my house is full of shit.
Jesus.
He shit everywhere. Look what he did.
Jesus.
He shit all over the walls.
Jesus.
Shit everywhere.
Good. Thank you, Jesus. And thank you to my patrons especially. Every time you flash up on the screen, I reach out my hand and I caress you on screen. Just be glad that you're not here to have to wonder where your clothes went. Because I'd Cosby ya. I'm just kidding, internet. That's a joke. We call that a joke in case there's a robot listening. That is a joke. Do you process? Is your humor module functional? Fuck me. As we finish off this list, bing bong, of 50 wildest embarrassing things that people admit. Number 1 reads as follows. I was watching a movie with my parents when I was around 7 years old and heard the characters talk about porn. I asked my parents what it meant and they didn't tell me, so I looked it up on our family computer. This was around Christmas time. And I got so scared I wouldn't get anything for Christmas because I looked it up. So I wrote a letter to Santa apologizing. He wrote me back and said it was okay. The next year I realized Santa was my parents. It still keeps me up at night. Somebody says, honestly, I bet your parents were cracking up. Cute. What a story. What a scoop. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here tonight. I could play more Fallout right now, but I feel like, I don't know. Also, wait, let me end the YouTube thing and then I can keep this one going.